Everyone, welcome back to COİN. It has been a long time since I last made a video featuring Elizabeth II coins. So here is 1980 Elizabeth II new 2 pence from United Kingdom struck by our British Royal Mint. Coin is in circulated brown condition. As you can see, surfaces that used to be copper red when it was struck faded into pale brown. Letterings are well struck, yet we see some circulation or strike softness on hair part of the Queen and on the lower half of the bust. One large nick cat's eye on northeastern rims, accompanied with other tiny flame flows around the collar. But the main distraction is this dark coconut brown patina near the chin of the late Queen. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure to hit subscribe and bell buttons below. British Royal Mint struck over 408 million bronze 2 new pence pieces in 1980 to avoid confusion between the old and new coinage. These coins initially had the word new incorporated into the reverse design. This was later removed. Coins issued in 1980 have now been circulating for 43 years. The 1980 Elizabeth II new pence is not considered scarce or valuable. It was a common circulation coin in the United Kingdom and is still frequently encountered today. The design features a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the denomination 2 new pence on the reverse. While there may be some collectors interested in obtaining this coin for their collection, its value is generally low and is not considered rare. Factors such as condition, minting errors, and unique variations could potentially increase its value slightly, but it is unlikely to be worth a significant amount. According to NGC price guide, in MS60 condition they are worth 20 cents, in MS63 30 cents, and in MS65 condition 50 cents. But on eBay uncirculated pieces sometimes sell between $1 to $7–8. That's all for now. If you liked the video, please hit thumbs up and subscribe buttons below. Thank you so much. Welcome back, treasure hunters. Today we have something truly extraordinary for you. We are going to reveal 15 rare coins that are worth big money. So activate subscribe and notification buttons below and let's get started. This is circulated 1922 no D Lincoln penny with strong reverse, highly sought after and valuable variety even in significant, worn and poorly struck condition like this, graded as VF certified by PCGS. VF stands for Very Fine by Sheldon Coin Grading Scale. This elusive specimen ended up selling for $1,320 on July 18, 2023. Number 14, an error penny, 1972 Lincoln Cent, struck over 1971 Lincoln penny, graded in mint state 62 brown by PCGS. The 1971 cent somehow escapes the scrutiny of mint employee, or some mischievous staff member intentionally put it into the bins of cent planchettes. And this seldom encountered error happened. Strong traces of undertype is evident on the reverse side, with memorial slanting 45 degrees and shadowy E pluribus unum above. This error penny was sold for $1,560. Number 13. This Washington quarter proof is also a byproduct of mint slip-up. 1972 as Washington quarter double struck on a Roosevelt dime, otherwise called double denomination coin, graded as PR68 by NGC. Due to size difference, significant portions of quarter has irregular and incomplete shape. In God We Trust and the date are not fully struck, as well as upper and lower letterings of reverse. It ended up selling for $3,600 in June 2023. Number 12, 1955 D Roosevelt dime with full bands, graded in mint state 68 by PCGS, well-blended toning in copper rose, powder blue, and pale gold colors, is seen both sides of this vivid superb gem. The underlying luster is fully frosted and intense, and the surfaces are as pristine as the day the coin emerged from the press. The Denver's Mint struck over 30 million dimes in 1955. At the time, collecting coins by roll was popular among collectors, and quite a few rolls of this issue were soon removed from circulation. This created an ample supply of mint state specimens, including some with downright exquisite toning as here. The challenge of locating a striking gem example is further compounded by the fact that the band lines on the torch on the reverse are sometimes rather weak and poorly defined. This one displays fully struck torch on reverse, and it ended up selling for $5,280. Number 11. 1956 D Jefferson nickel in MS66 Plus condition with full steps. A rare premium gem example that matches exceptional production quality with ideal preservation. The fields are flooded by a silken luster and appear nearly proof-like in hand. Courtesy of fine dye polishing visible around the devices, the surfaces are pearly silver gray, accented by subtle golden iridescence near the borders. It was sold for $7,200. Number 10. Another 5-cent piece. 1961 Jefferson nickel in MS66, also with full steps. The present coin displays satiny nickel gray luster and sharp definition of Monticello, despite metal flow lines in the fields from the die wear. It is extremely difficult to locate 1961 nickel in MS66 with full steps. PCGS population of MS66 gems is comprised of only 6 pieces with non-numerically finer. This scarce specimen was bargained for $9,000. Number 9. Attractively toned 1952 D Franklin half dollar, graded in mint state 67 with full bell lines by PCGS. The majority of certified 1952 D half dollars are designated as full bell lines, and that is unsurprising as submissions are always value-based. PCGS has examined nearly 7,000 examples of this issue, mostly in grades below MS66. This piece is an amazing superb gem with bold strike. Both sides have brilliant frosty luster with light gold toned frame. It fetched a sum of $11,100 at auction. Number 8. A wartime error penny, 1943 steel penny with repunched mint mark D. D over D variety. On this particular die, the D mint mark was first punched in too low and too close to Lincoln's coat, and then was repunched in the proper position, resulting in a dramatic doubled mint mark variety, classified as FS 501 in the popular chair picker's guide. Bill Fivas and J.T. Stanton note, this repunched mint mark is extremely tough to locate. This variety will be very easy to sell at a significant premium. End of quote. And this specimen was sold for $12,600 in 2022. Number 7. This is 1949 Roosevelt dime in MS68 condition. This is a formidable rarity for Roosevelt collector indeed. The obverse is painted in rich bands of colorful iridescence that intensify at the right border, showing a blend of teal, violet, and magenta hues. The reverse remains virtually brilliant, save for slight dusting of olive patina visible under scrutiny. Perfectly executed and essentially untouched, the present piece simply cannot be improved upon. It was sold for $13,200. Number 6, 1946 S Lincoln Scent in MS67 Plus red condition. Given that its mintage approached 200 million pieces, the 1946 S will never be rare in typical mint state, but in mint state 67 red grade, the issue acquires conditional significance, since only 25 pieces have attained that level at PCGS with non-finer. A sharply struck and unabraded orange-red superb gem that was bargained for $16,800. Number 5. This is 1938 D Walking Liberty half dollar in MS67 Plus condition. The 1938 D Walking Liberty half dollar claims status as a key date among post-1934 issues in this series, boasting a mintage of only 491,600 pieces. Despite its reputation, however, the date is relatively available and merely experiences heightened demand and thus strong pieces compared to common dates. That is until one reaches the superb gem level of MS67 and over. This piece displays splashes of olive gold and amber red toning in the right obverse margin, while the remainder of the coin is largely brilliant. Well struck and appealing, with just a touch of softness on Liberty's branch hand. It was sold for $17,400. Number 4, 1974 S Lincoln Scent struck on a Philippines aluminum planchet. Foreign planchet and uniface reverse error. The US Mint struck more than 60 million 1975 centimos for Philippines, apparently in 1974. The 1974 S is a final San Francisco issue struck for circulation, and at least one centimo planchet ended up between cent dies. It was apparently fed directly on the top of a regular bronze cent planchet, with the obverse of the centimo flange struck by the obverse die, and the reverse of the bronze planchet struck by the reverse die. This brilliant example is lustrous and lightly abraded. Lincoln's hair is incompletely brought up. The L in Liberty is off the flange, but the legends are otherwise complete. It was sold for $19,200. Number 3, 1943 Lincoln Scent struck on a Cuban 1 centavo, graded in Mint State 62 by PCGS. The United States Mint has produced coins for foreign governments at various times during its history, so the production of 1 centavo coins for Cuba in 1943 is certainly not a unique or noteworthy event in and of itself. This piece is quite dramatic in appearance, with a Cuban star centered under the effigy of Lincoln on the obverse. The peripheral lettering and 1943 date are all prominently visible. The real mystery continues on the reverse. The scent was struck with a medallic turn of the dice, 180 degrees from the standard coin turn as used on all American coins. It was sold for $38,187.50. Number 2, 1964 Kennedy Elf Dollar from Special Mint Set, graded as MS67 by PCGS. The surfaces are satin textured as seen to a greater or lesser degree on every 1964 SMS Kennedy. Attractive salmon orange rim toning appears on the upper obverse and lower reverse. Some carbon gray flecks are scattered around the lower and left obverse. The strike is remarkably full on all details, and a sharp wire rim around the both sides is also typical. The dangling forward die marker on obverse is prominent. It was sold for $47,000. Number 1, and the most valuable coin of this episode, 1943 Lincoln Cent struck on a bronze planchet. The most popular wartime error penny, graded in Mint State 62 by NGC. The 1943 bronze penny is highly valuable due to its rarity and historical significance. In 1943, the United States Mint was supposed to produce pennies made of zinc-coated steel to conserve the copper for use in World War II. However, a small number of pennies were mistakenly struck in bronze, which was used in previous years' coins. These bronze pennies are extremely rare because they were supposed to be made of different metal. It is estimated that only a few dozen of these bronze pennies exist today, making them highly sought after by collectors. The combination of their rarity, historical context, and allure of owning a unique and valuable coin contributes to their high worth in numismatic market. This one was sold for $282,000 in 2017. If you're lucky enough to stumble upon one of these hidden treasures, you could walk away with a lot of money. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible discoveries. Happy hunting, treasure seekers! Hey everyone, welcome back to COİN. In this episode we're going to unveil 5 rare pennies that fetched a pretty large sums in July auctions. So hit subscribe button below this video and let's get started. Number 5, 1943 S Steel Penny. The 1943 S Lincoln Steel Cent is scarce in MS68, the finest numeric grade available so far. This glittering example displays splendid sharpness and pristine surfaces. Unlike most examples, which are brilliant white in appearance, this coin exhibits beautiful delicate sky blue and pale lilac hues across untouched zinc-coated steel surfaces. Eye appeal is enchanting overall. It was sold on July 21st, 2023 for $3,120. Number 4, 1909 VDB Scent in MS67 Plus red condition. The well-preserved first year 1909 VDB Scent is plentiful in virtually all grades. But examples are challenging to find at this high grade. Fully red surfaces deliver a blend of frosty luster and accents of orange, lemon gold, mint green, powder blue, and rose. PCGS certified just 5 finer submissions. This superb gem ended up selling for $5,760 in July 21st, 2023. Number 3. Here is attractively toned 1911 Linkland Scent in PR67 brown condition. The vivid fuchsia toning on this proof 1911 Linkland Scent is likely as a result of a natural chemical reaction that occurred over the time. Toning is a common phenomenon in coins, especially in older coins that have been exposed to various environmental factors. The composition of the coin can influence the type and intensity of toning. In the case of the Linkland Scent, it's made of copper, which is susceptible to toning and can develop various colors over time. Other than toning, the 1911 proof is a major rarity in PR67. PCGS lists only 4 pieces in this numeric grade, including 3 brown coins and 1 red-brown piece. This penny was sold for $6,600. Number 2. Here is 1915 S Linkland Scent in MS65 red condition. Full red examples of the 1915 S Linkland Scent are very scarce. Gem red examples are particularly scarce and finer examples are rare. This satin example is sharply struck and radiates red coppery luster. Just very few tiny pepper spots attest the originality. It was sold for $7,800 on July 21st, 2023. Number 1, and the most expensive lot of these episodes, 1918 Linkland Scent in MS68 red condition, a legendary registry set offering. The 1918 Linkland Scent is common in most grades, to the perception of most collectors, especially those who collect even circulated specimens. There is nothing remarkable about this issue. However, for the advanced registry collector, the 1918 presents a significant challenge. Red superb gem examples, all but essential for a high-ranking registry set, are rare. The strike is sharp as the luster is profound, and even strong loop struggles to find pedigree markers. It was sold for $78,000. That wraps up our 5 rare pennies sold in July 2023 episode. If you found this information helpful, don't hesitate to hit thumbs up and subscribe buttons below this video. Take care. Welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be uncovering 6 rare pennies that are worth your attention. These hidden gems are sure to captivate any coin collector, so hit subscribe button below and let's get started. Number 6. 2010 D Linol Scents are in abundance out there, but less than 30 acquired MS67 grade from PCGS so far, with just single finer. Due to extraordinary planchet quality, this one is most likely originated in a mint set, lustrous and fully struck with seamless gold color aside from a minute reverse rim spot at 430. It was sold for $4,993.75. Number 5. 1995 Linkland Scent was double diverse, graded in mint state 69 red by PCGS. This error coin is in the threshold of numismatic perfection. A dazzling scent that displays peach gold and ruby red coloration over nearly perfect sharply struck surfaces. Strong doubling on liberty is readily visible, as well as on In God We Trust. This variety took the numismatic world by storm in 1995 and fostered a nationwide search that yielded very few examples in such high grade. It was sold for $5,052.50. Number 4. 1998 S Linkland Scent in deep cameo condition, elusive close AM variant. Graded as PR70 deep cameo by PCGS. Mint mixed up caused the business strike reverse design with closer letters AM almost touching in America to be used on a small minority of proof Linkland Scents in 1998 and 1999. This is a perfect specimen of the former variety, utterly flawless in both preservation and contrast. It was sold for $7,475. Number 3. Here is 1916 Nos Linkland Scent in MS65 red condition, delightful rose orange surfaces with full mint color and billowy satin luster. The strike is virtually complete and eye appeal is exceptional in a survivor of this conditionally challenging San Francisco mint issue. From a mintage of 22,510,000 pieces, the typical survivor of which is well worn from years spent in circulation. Among mint state examples, streaky planchets and subdued luster are the norm, which facts confirm the significance of the truly exceptional coin. It was sold for $14,400. Number 2. Here is 1918 D Linol Scent in MS66 red condition. This is a highly significant offering for the advanced Linol Scent collector, a true condition rarity in a survivor of the Denver Mint's 1918 dated issue. Both sides retain full vivid mint color and display a remarkably full strike. Surfaces are almost void of mentionable blemish, with matte-like texture in the field that delightful frame richly frosted devices. It was sold for $15,600. Number 1, and this is 1941 Linol Scent in MS68 red condition. In terms of its rarity and values, the 1941 Linol Scent in mint state 68 condition is considered quite rare and valuable. The condition of a coin is graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS68 being a very high grade, indicating a nearly perfect coin with only minor imperfections visible under magnification. The value of any coin is influenced by several factors, including its condition, rarity, demand, and overall market conditions. In the case of 1941 Linol Scent in MS68 condition, its rarity and high grade contribute to its value. This gem ended up selling for $25,312.50 with buyer's fee. Thanks for watching this video. Hit subscribe button below and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Are you a coin collector or looking to start a new hobby? Well, you are in luck. Today we are going to take a journey through time and uncover the numismatic pinnacles that you should seek in 2023. So hit subscribe and bell buttons below and let's get started. Number 15. 1972 Linol Scent with double diverse, graded as MS67 Plus red by PCGS and proven by CEC for Excelsior. A gorgeous fire red and olive green superb gem. Both sides appear devoid of contact and carbon is virtually absent. Among Linol Scents, only the 1955 FS100-01 exhibits more prominent die doublings than the 1972 FS100-1. Other double die varieties are known for the 1972, but none compare with guidebook listed FS100-1. This highly sought after gem was bargained for $9,600. Number 14. Nicely toned 1963 D Washington Quarter, graded in mint state 67 by PCGS, with a mintage of excess of 135 million pieces. It is wonder that so few superb examples have been certified of the 1963 D. This is a well-preserved piece whose softly frosted mint luster has a significant presence of golden rose toning around the margins. It ended up selling for $9,400. Number 13. 1999 piece Susan B. Anthony dollar struck on Sacagawea dollar planchet. Fully lustrous golden color with bold cartwheel and a nice bold strike. Scattered bag marks are present, non-individually serious, and the eye appeal is easily that of a gem or finer. The strike on this piece is different from that encountered on other specimens. It was sold for $10,350. Number 12. 1954 S Washington Quarter in MS68 condition, beautifully toned, the verse is layered in olive copper patina with softer blue-gray, gold and pale pink highlights that are most readily evident at direct viewing angles. The reverse is brilliant and both sides are equally well preserved to border on pristine. Sold for $12,000. Number 11. 1990 Nos Linkland Scent in PR69 Deep Cameo condition. The stippled field texture seen on this scent is characteristic of the No-S proofs. This interesting and rare modern proof variety projects to have a surviving population of fewer than 200 coins, making it a must-have rarity for the serious Linkland scent collector. Essentially flawless and fiery red, this key Linkland memorial scent is meticulously struck superb gem. Mirrored fields are so deep they appear black under direct light, surrounding frosted orange-red devices. It ended up selling for $19,975. Number 10. 1969's double dye burst scent in circulated AU58 condition. Neither the most famous nor the widest of the Linkland scent double dyes. The 1969's FS101 easily is the most prized among the connoisseurs of the series. A low output variant to begin with, it suffered by being branded a counterfeit alongside forged 1969 Philadelphia dyes. The mistake acknowledged only after several examples were melted. This lightly rubbed example must have been pulled from circulation soon after its release. Worn areas are noted on the high points of Linkland's face, complicated by one of two areas of deep brown on the portrait. Still glossy fields are brown with emerald and blue overtones. It was sold for $19,975. Number 9. Here is 1964 Jefferson nickel with repunched mint mark D, otherwise called D over D. Graded in mint state 66 by PCGS. The repunching is clear with a loop, but may escape detection by the unaided eye. Each side is brilliant and satiny, with slight reflectivity discerned in the fields. A few tiny marks are not bothersome. Although the steps of Monticello exhibits a typical softness, this coin is otherwise well struck and pleasing. It ended up selling for $19,800. Number 8. Here is 1945 D Washington Quarter in mint state 68. Among the 1945 D quarters certified MS68 by PCGS, this awe-inspiring superb gem offers not only superior technical quality but also outstanding eye appeal. The peripheries are splashed with vivid multicolored toning that gives way to softer powder blue and antique silver iridescence. In the centers, it was sold for $20,400. Number 7. An error coin 1943's Walking Liberty $1 struck on a Peruvian half-sol planchet. The present coin is ranked number 49 in the 2010 edition of 100 Greatest US Error Coins, where it's noted that only 2 Walking Liberty $1 are known struck on foreign planchet. It also comes with doubled elements on obverse. The satiny sun gold and rose red surfaces are unabraded but display minor carbon. FS101 exhibits dye doubling on In God We Trust and the sun rays. It was sold for $21,150. Number 6. 1944 Linkland scent struck on a zinc-coated steel planchet, graded as AU55 by NGC. Highly elusive wartime wrong planchet error. Isolated softness of detail is noted for the centers and here and there around the peripheries. Here are no marks of consequence, although we do note speckles of russet colors that are associated with light carbon deposits, undeniably original in preservation and generally smooth in hand. It was sold for $21,600. Number 5. Yet another error coin 1980p Canada dollar struck on a 1979p Anthony dollar. Most of the eagle and Anthony portrait from the undertype survived the strike between half-dollar dies. Much of the Anthony dollar date is readable on the clouds of the half-dollar reverse. The half-dollar mint mark is bold and half-dollar date is partial, although unquestionably 1980. The dollar mint mark appears near the eagle's right wingtip. It was sold for $22,325. Number 4. 1992 Linkland scent with close AM in reverse, graded in mint state 64 red and brown by PCGS, a near gem example of this elusive modern key issue important as a guidebook variety and widely sought by Linkland Scent specialists. The cherry picker's reference notes that the reverse design of 1993 was employed on some circulation strike 1992 scents. Letters A and M in America are close to each other, almost touching. This elusive gem ended up selling for $22,800. Number 3. The 1963 Franklin half dollar is an easily obtainable issue in general, and even full bell lines examples can be found with little searching. At the premium gem grade level, however, its availability plunged drastically. This piece displays vibrant, fully brilliant luster and razor-sharp design elements. The surface preservation is excellent. It was sold for $28,200. Number 2. 1911 Linkland Scent in MS67 red condition, a nearly flawless example boasting a uniform golden apricot coloration across each side. Rich matte-like luster blankets the fields, creating a lightly proof-like complexion across the reverse. Remarkably sharp for the issue and immensely attractive to examine in hand, a microscopic mint-made planchet flow below the M of America is only discernible pedigree marker. It fetched the sum of $42,000. Number 1. 1925 D Lincoln Scent in MS66 red condition. It's very difficult to obtain one in this condition. PCGS reported just 3 specimens in MS66 condition with non-finer. This fully brilliant premium gem has gorgeous orange mint luster, with bold design details for an issue that's notorious strike rarity. In fact, design definition is sharp on this example. The surfaces are frosty and pristine, entirely void of marks or spots. The coloration is brilliant sunset orange. Sold for $74,750. We hope you enjoyed this look at the 15 extraordinary rare coins to seek in 2023. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. See you later. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are bringing you an exclusive look at 16 ultra rare coins featuring none other than Queen Elizabeth II onwards. These coins are true gems that you've likely never seen before, so activate subscribe and notification buttons below and let's unveil the priceless beauty hidden within these treasures. Number 16. This is 1955 3 pence from New Zealand, featuring the very first portrait of Queen Elizabeth II onwards. Highly elusive proof variant graded as PR64 Cameo by PCGS. Proof coins are specially made for collectors and exhibit exceptional quality. With a high level of detail and mirror-like surfaces, they are struck using specially polished dies and planchets, resulting in a superior finish compared to regular circulation coins. Proof coins often have a limited mintage, adding to their desirability, and attractive cameo examples with just the beginning of toning being to show. It was sold for $3,600 in February 2023. Number 15. 1956 Australian 1 penny from Purse Mint, graded as PR64 red by PCGS. Exceptionally beautiful, this rare proof from Purse is coated in a glorious passing of mint red and charming luster. Much evidence of die working is observed on this enchantress with nary a spot nor contact. It fetched a sum of $4,320. Number 14. Here is 1995 gold 5 pounds from Great Britain, graded as PF70 Ultra Cameo by NGC. Lantry St. Mint issued just 718 of these, so they are highly sought after due to low mintage. Actual gold weight is 1.17 oz, a flawless and clearly rare proof issue with an amazing eye appeal and yielding a great cameo appearance. It ended up selling for $4,800. Number 13. 1965 shillings or crown from Great Britain, a proof issue struck by London Mint, graded as PF66 Cameo by NGC. Mintage of this coin is unknown according to Stack's Powers, but it is estimated to be less than 20 examples overall. A very rare proof striking that is vital to the collections of British and Crown specialists in general. This lustrous, vibrant gem radiates with tremendous mirrored nature and subtle frosting to the devices. It was sold for $10,200. Number 12, 1969 Elizabeth II 10 cents from Canada. An extremely rare large date variety, even in circulated condition, it fetches a really good sums. According to estimates, less than 20 are known. This coin that used to be in Dominion collection was bargained for $11,500. Number 11. 2020 Elizabeth II Gold Proof 500 pounds. Graded as PR70 Ultra Cameo by PCGS, it features a David Bowie on reverse side. Mintage is very limited, just 60 pieces including this one. Truly a perfect coin featuring the profile bust of Bowie in signature 1980s Berlin period style, embellished by a luxurious coating of frost set against deeply mirrored fields, allowing for the designated superlative, a wonderful commemorative for an iconic musician. It ended up selling for $13,200. Number 10. Here is 1964 H 5 cents from Hong Kong, graded in mint state 65 by PCGS. A date never released for circulation and the key to Elizabeth II's Hong Kong series. This extreme absolute and conditional rarity displays a wholly admirable appearance, showcasing a bright full luster pervading the fields, serving to illuminate autumnal hues beneath. It ended up selling for $15,000. Number 9. 2006 Australian $300 coin of 999 fine silver struck by Purse Mint, featuring Year of the Dog. Certainly one of the largest coins ever made and one of the highest Australian dollar denominated coin. Accompanied by a letter from the Purse Mint attesting that this piece is number 18 of maximum mintage of 1000. It ended up selling for $17,250. Number 8. $1965 coin from Canada. Elusive Type 2 small beads blunt variety. Visually attractive with proof-like gleam in the fields and the usual amount of handling marks observed for the grade. Graded in mint state 64 plus by PCGS, this beautiful gem ended up selling for $18,000. Number 7. Here is 1960 proof VIP 5 shillings of crown in PR67 cameo condition, a key modern rarity distinguishable from the ordinary coins sold to the public at 1960 British Exposition in New York, and easily so by its depths of strike and mirror field set off by high squared-off rims. Immensely watery with full reflectivity, it fetched a sum of $21,600 in 2022. Number 6. This is 1969 Canadian quarter struck on a gold German 20 marks dated 1906. Highly elusive error coin. Much of the detail of the original piece remains and the coin itself has survived in a fully gem condition. Its flashy pale gold surface is shining with gentle wateriness. It was sold for $21,000. Here is 1983 gold proof 50 pence from Falkland Islands, a bullion coin commemorating 150th anniversary of British rule, graded as PF68 Ultra Cameo by NGC. A magnificent example of this modern rarity, depicting the sailing vessel Desire which first sighted the islands in 1592. Actual gold weight is 1.40 oz. It was sold for $21,600. Number 4. 1953 Coronation Gold Medal from Great Britain, graded as SP64 by PCGS. Obverse features crowned Elizabeth II wearing chain of the Garter on the reverse facade of Buckingham Palace, clover, rose, and sisal representing Northern Ireland, England, and Scotland. An incredibly rare offering of this large model in 22 karat gold. It was sold for $21,600. Number 3. 2004 gold 1,000 pounds, commemorating 60th anniversary of the invasion of Normandy on D-Day. Obverse features crowned Elizabeth II, her third portrait, while the reverse depicts soldiers storming the beach. From a tiny vintage of just 60 pieces, this incredible gem ended up selling for $50,600. Number 2. 2019 Elizabeth II gold proof 2,000 pounds with weight of 2 kilos, graded as PR69 Ultra Cameo by NGC. An absolutely massive modern British rarity, produced to the minuscule figure of just 4 pieces, of which this is verified to be the first. The type was issued in commemoration of 170th anniversary of William Wayn's acclaimed 1839 Una the Lion, 5 pounds, part of Victoria's delayed coronation proof set, and often considered to be one of the finest designs ever engraved for a British coin. Essentially flawless in technical quality, exceptional even as collector's issue owing to its vastly expansive surfaces. Perhaps only the most minor evidence of haze on obverse accounts for its sub-70 designation. It was sold for $360,000 in 2021. Number 1. And the most valuable coin of the episode. Probably the most expensive Elizabeth II coin sold so far. 2006 Elizabeth II gold, $30,000. Weight of this coin will blow your mind. It is the first 10 kilo gold coin struck ever. Certainly one of the largest gold coins ever made and the highest Australian denomination coin, accompanied by the letter from the purse-mint attesting that this piece is number 1 of a maximum mintage of 20 pieces. It fetched a sum of over $500,000, $517,500 to be exact. Thank you for joining us on this remarkable journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories just like this. Have a good one. Hey everyone, coin collecting can be exciting and a potentially lucrative hobby. You never know what treasure you might come across in your collection. Today we will be revealing 16 rare coins that command high values and could be hidden in your pocket change. So hit that subscribe button below this video and let's get started. Number 16. The 1966 Canadian Elf dollar is not considered rare or valuable in general. The coin was minted in large numbers, and it is relatively common to find them in circulation or in collector's hand. However, the value of a coin can vary depending on its condition and any unique characteristics it may possess. If your 1966 Canadian Elf dollar is in mint state 66 condition, it is considered to be in excellent condition with only minor imperfections. This higher grade can increase the value compared to coins in lower grades. Attractive toning, like in this one, can also add to its appeal for certain collectors who appreciate colorful patina on the coins. This relatively scarce Canadian Elf dollar ended up selling for $1,080. Number 15. 1977 S Eisenhower dollar in PR68 cameo condition. An error dollar coin double struck on a half-dollar planchet. With weight of 11.2 grams, just shy of expected 11.34 grams weight of clad Canadian Elf dollar. This somewhat all wrong planchet mint error was struck flush with color die between 3 and 7 o'clock, where reading is evident. The date and mint mark are bold, the portrait and eagle are complete. It fetched a sum of $3,360 at auction. Number 14. 1940 S Washington Quarter in MS67 condition with star designation. Enticing gold, crimson, emerald green, and lime gold toning occurs near the left obverse border and in a variegated fashion across the reverse. Fully struck and pristine, this is a great superb gem quarter with exceptional visual appeal that's confirmed by star designation from AGC. It was sold for $7,050. Number 13, here is 1927 S Lincoln penny in MS65 red condition. This penny used to be a gem from Tom Merchant collection. 1927 S Lincoln Scent, graded as MS65 red, is indeed considered a valuable coin. The S mint mark indicates that it was minted in San Francisco. The red designation signifies that the coin has retained its original copper red color to a significant extent. In general, coins from earlier years tend to be more valuable due to their scarcity and historical significance. This Lincoln Scent is no exception. It ended up selling for $9,600 in May 2023. Number 12, 1963 Washington Quarter in Mid-State 67. Attractive crescents of orange, copper, and golden olive iridescence decorate the peripheries of this otherwise brilliant and frosty example. Also, the Denver Mint struck a large total of 135,288,184 quarters in 1963. Precious few have been preserved with enough care to secure a superb gem rating from PCGS, a find for an astute specializing in the 90% silver Washington Quarter series. It was sold for $8,400. Number 11, an error nickel, 2000p Jefferson nickel struck on a 1978 Lincoln Scent, graded as MS65 red and brown by ANX, an error that presumably required some help either from mint worker or mischievous mint visitor, since the scent host was struck 22 years before its nickel overstrike. The 1978 scent date is faint but legible near the back of Jefferson's head, a lustrous near gem with dusky gold and lilac red toning. It ended up selling for $12,075. Number 10, 1953 S Franklin $half in MS65 condition with full bell lines. Also an available date in context of series. This San Francisco issue is anything but common with full bell lines designation. The 1953 S has a reputation as being the weakest struck date in series, a fact that's borne out by a low number of full bell lines grading events at either service. The strike is unusually sharp on this luster gem coin, with bold definition on all of the raised elements including the touchstone bell lines. It ended up selling for $14,100. Number 9. Here is 1992 D Lincoln Scent in MS65 red condition, highly elusive close AM subtype, a transitional variety that has a reverse of 1993. The design subtype is identified by a close AM in America and the distant FG initials from the Lincoln Memorial, and was used on all proof and business strikes for 1993. Apparently, a single reverse die intended to be paired with 1993 D reverse instead was used to strike 1992 D scents, likely shortly prior to the date transition. The present peach gold gem is pristine without carbon or contact. It was sold for $14,100. Number 8. This is 1927 D Lincoln Scent in MS66 red condition. From a substantial mintage of more than 27 million pieces, the 1927 D Lincoln Scent becomes elusive at the MS65 red grade level, and finer red coins are virtually unobtainable. This coin exhibits razor-sharp definition on all design elements, and the original red surfaces are virtually flawless. It fetched a sum of $14,250. Number 7. The 1955 double die of Scent probably ranks as the single most celebrated double die error of the 20th century, the subject of innumerable articles since the time it was minted. The error was caused by a change in positioning of the hub with respect to the die, after the die had already received at least one impression from the hub. These ordinarily would have resulted in a worse die being rejected from the use. But the meat workers responsible for quality control failed to notice the error until several 6,000 impressions had already been made. Doubling on the date Liberty and In God We Trust is as bold as can be. This MS65 red gem was bargained for $26,400. Number 6, 1950 Washington Quarter with punched mint mark D over S. The curve of under mint mark S is visible at the top left and top side of the subsequent D, one of several fun cherry pickers varieties known for this issue. The surfaces are silvery throughout both sides, with just a light blush of toning through thorough luster and excellent eye appeal. It was sold for $29,375. Number 5, 1932 S Washington Quarter in MS66 condition. Key date representative. The Washington Quarter series began as a commemorative design for the bicentennial of the first US president's birth. Started with a decently high mintage in Philadelphia but two low mintage branch issues in Denver and San Francisco. While the 1932 S Quarter is more available than its D mint counterpart in mint state grades, even the 1932 S is a significant condition rarity at the MS66 level. This fantastic gem ended up selling for $35,250. Number 4, 1927 S Lincoln Scent in MS65 Plus red condition. The 1927 S Scent is a challenging issue to acquire in full red condition, and at the gem level such pieces are major rarities. No higher grade pieces are known with full red surfaces. The finest of the red gems are 3+ graded pieces at PCGS, set in luster bands on each side, yielding orange, gold, rose, and faint greenish hues, all of which fall into red color category. It was sold for $36,000 in 2022. Number 3, the 1926 S Peace Dollar is more plentiful than its Denver counterpart in lower mint state grades, but in MS66 it's conditionally rarer, and this San Francisco issue is nearly unknown finer. This example surpasses expectations for the grade, yielding brilliant, radiant cartwheel luster and boldly rendered design elements. Neither side exhibits notable abrasions, making eye appeal outstanding. It fetched a sum of $38,400. Number 2, 1995 W Silver Eagle in PR70 deep cameo condition. Truly an exceptional example. This technically perfect specimen displays a white on black appearance due to the deeply frosted devices and strongly mirrored fields. The eye appeal is extraordinary on both sides. A few extremely tiny as made strike-throughs are present when examined closely, but they do not detract from the strong desirability this piece possesses. It was sold for $41,125. Number 1, and here is 1950 Lincoln Scent in pristine MS68 red condition, CAC proven fantastic red gem. According to Jaime Hernandez from PCGS, the 1915P Lincoln Scent is one of the most difficult wheat Lincoln Scents to find in red uncirculated grades that were struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Only the 1914P is tougher than the 1915P in red uncirculated grades from Philadelphia, struck with Lincoln Scents. This MS68 red gem ended up selling for $81,562.50 with buyer's fee in 2023. That wraps up our list of rare coins that could potentially hold hidden wealth. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos. Hey coin collectors, welcome back to COİN. Today we are going to take a closer look at 16 rare coins you should know about. So hit subscribe button below and let's get started. Number 16, 1990 S Washington Quarter with double diverse, graded as PR70 deep cameo by PCGS. A top of a pop condition rarity. Strong doubling is apparent on the date and the mint mark, and this silver example is every bit as pristine as the grade implies. It was sold for $7,050. Number 15, 1999, D Roosevelt broad stroke on a scent planchet. Incredible error coin in MS64 brown condition. A dramatic error that accentuates the fact that the planchet was incorrect by the broad stroke features. The devices are generally sharp, although some of the peripheral lettering displays the distortions caused by expansion of the planchet during the strike. Traces of zinc alloy are seen in a few places on the obverse and the reverse. It ended up selling for $7,500. Number 14, 1928 S Linkland Scent in MS65 Plus red condition. The numerical grade 65 Plus is assigned to coins by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, and it denotes a coin that is in superb condition with only minor imperfections. The red designation in the grade refers to the color of the coin. Linkland Scents were initially made with a composition of 95% copper, giving them a distinctive red color when newly minted. Over time, copper coins tend to oxidize and develop a brown color, so coins in red condition have retained much of their original copper luster. This red gem ended up selling for $7,594.88 with buyer's fee. Number 13, this is 2000 P Sacagawea dollar coin struck on a Washington quarter planchet, graded in mint state 67 by PCGS. Radiant, brilliant luster illuminates unabraded surfaces on this piece, with sharp central devices and strong cartwheel bands on each side. The rims are not fully defined, as is a byproduct of the smaller quarter planchet. The strike is well centered. It fetched a sum of $7,800 at auction. Number 12, this is 1940 D Linol Scent in MS68 red condition. The standard 1940 wheat scent issued from either the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mint is in standard condition, not worth very much. In average conditions, the D and S mint mark versions are worth slightly more than those with no mint mark. As with other wheat scent specimens, the 1940 scent's color matters. The red versions of these coins are worth more than the red, brown, and brown. When it comes to grade, anything above MS67 is considered scarce and valuable. This MS68 gem ended up selling for $7,931.25 with buyer's fee. Number 11, here is 1951 Washington quarter in MS68 condition. This otherwise brilliant example exhibits blushes of intense orange copper iridescence at the right reverse border, and especially over the right third of obverse. A wisp or two of color extends towards the left border on the former side. The silky smooth surfaces are frosty and sharply struck throughout with extraordinary quality and eye appeal. It was sold for $8,400. Number 10, 1965 Kennedy half dollar in MS67 Plus condition. A truly astounding example notable for its superior preservation and remarkable patina. The toning is dynamic and jewel-like, glowing with blended shades of iridescent antique gold, powder blue, and salmon pink that sees the most vivid colors confined to the peripheries. The surfaces are intensely lustrous with fully frosted, silky smooth texture. It ended up selling for $9,000. Number 9, 1954 Franklin half dollar from so-called Bugs Bunny variety, graded in mint state 67 with full bell lines by PCGS and proven by CAC. The Bugs Bunny variety comprises a small portion of the surviving 1954 Franklin half dollar population. Lovely lavender, blue, gold, and cottonwood green toning adorns each side with frosty luster shining through. The preservation is nearly flawless. It was sold for $9,600. Number 8, this is 1982 D small date Linkland Scent struck on a bronze planchet, graded as AU58 by NGC. It is sharply struck and minimally braided with medium to deep walnut brown toning. Due to the rising cost of copper, scents transitioned from bronze to copper-plated zinc during 1982. The quality of strikes declined and modifications were made to the obverse legends, including the date, to allow faster press production of zinc cents. At Denver, the small date subtype was introduced after the remaining bronze planchets were coined. Any surviving 1982D small date bronze cents are transitional alloy errors, cousins to the famous 1943 bronze cents. It was sold for $10,800. Number 7. 1962 Washington Quarter in MS67 Plus condition. A 1962 Washington Quarter in MS67 Plus condition is considered to be high-grade coin, indicating that it is in exceptional condition with only minor imperfections. The plus designation is often given to the coins that exhibit superior eye appeal or strike quality, making them even more desirable to collectors. As for the value of 1962 Washington Quarter in MS67 Plus condition, it can be quite valuable. However, the exact value will depend on several factors, including the current market demand, the specific coin's eye appeal, and the overall population of coins graded at that level or higher. This gem, for example, ended up selling for $15,750 with buyer's fee. Number 6. This is 2000 Linkland cent struck on a 2000 New Hampshire quarter. Graded in MS64 condition by PCGS, remnants of undertype are visible within the Linkland cent strike surrounded by the quarter dollar periphery. The cent strike is well centered, unsinkable error coins that fetch the sum of $19,200 at auction. Number 5. 1957 Linkland cent in MS67 Plus red condition. A conditionally scarce superb gem, red example of this late wheat cent issue, rare in this grade with PCGS Plus designation. Luster is frosty and vibrant, yielding rich copper orange and rose red hues with no carbon spotting. Strike sharpness is similarly impressive. It was sold for $20,400. Number 4. 1945 D Washington Quarter in MS68 condition. The peripheries are splashed with vivid multicolored toning that gives way to a softer powder blue and antique silver iridescence in the centers. Smooth enough to please even the most discerning numismatists. It was sold for $20,400. Number 3. 1953 S Jefferson nickel in MS65 condition with full steps. The key status of 1953S has been recognized for at least 30 years, second only to the impossible 1954S nickel. Bernard Nagengast explains, although easily found as BU coin, most are struck from worn dies. Full strike blazers are periodically seen but are rare. A full strike 5 full step coin is a major rarity, and few have been discovered. This is one of the real stoppers. This truly rare gem ended up selling for $24,000 in 2019. Number 2. 1923 S Linkland cent in MS65 red condition. For the collector of high-quality Linkland cents, the opportunity to acquire this boldly struck, full red gem 1923 S should not be overlooked. The reverse is actually sharply defined throughout, indicative of a strike from a fresh die, and both sides possesses outstanding luster in a warm medium rose shade. It ended up selling for $28,800. Number 1, and the most valuable coin of this episode, 1955 Linkland cent with double diverse. This is a breathtakingly beautiful, rare example of perhaps the most popular of all Linkland cent varieties. Best in a blend of medium orange and pale rose colors. The surfaces are fully lustrous with a soft satin finish. The die is imparted sharp to full definitions throughout the design, the all-important obverse doubling readily evident to the naked eye. Generally pristine, a few extremely faint and easily overlooked carbon flecks are all that, and even to preclude even higher grade. This MS65 Plus red penny was sold for $114,000. Thanks for watching this video. Please make sure to hit like and subscribe buttons before you watch another video. Stay well. Welcome to our channel where we unveil the hidden treasures that lie within the world of coin collecting. Today get ready to be amazed as we bring you 15 exceptional rare coins that will leave you in awe. So hit subscribe button below and let's get started. Number 15. This is attractively toned 1945p Jefferson nickel in MS67 condition. The 1945p nickel is very common in circulated grades up to MS60, but starting from MS67, they become extremely scarce. Reverse side of this coin is not sharply struck on Monticello, therefore it did not meet the requirements for full steps designation. Nevertheless, it was sold for $1,320. Number 14, here is 1912 Lincoln Scent in PR66 Plus brown condition. This vividly toned Lincoln Scent exhibits underlying cobalt blue color to dominant deep antique copper patina, a smooth fully struck satin to matte-like gem from a mintage of 2172 proofs. It was sold for $2,880 in 2023. Number 13, 1948 D dime in MS68 condition with full bands. The surfaces are virtually flawless, complemented by a bold stripe and vibrant mint luster. Original yellow, gold, mint green, and lilac toning graces each side. PCGS reported only 14 specimens in this grade, including the superb gem. It was sold for $3,360. Number 12, here is 1967 Business Strike Kennedy $1 in MS67 Plus condition. Blushes of rose deepen at the obverse rim to iridescent patina, including burgundy, blue, gold, and charcoal. The surfaces of this piece showcase exceptional preservation, as expected from high grade. While the 1967 SMS Kennedys are common at this grade level, the 1967 Business Strikes most assuredly are not. This gem ended up selling for $4,347.50. Number 11, 1960 Jefferson nickel in PR69 deep cameo condition. Stunning top of a pop ultra gem quality for this otherwise readily obtainable proof Jefferson nickel issue. Exceptionally well preserved and virtually pristine, the surfaces are untoned to allow a full appreciation of strong field-to-device contrast. It was sold for $4,560 in June 2023. Number 10. This is 1909 S Lincoln Scent with repunched mint mark. So-called S over horizontal S, graded in mint state 66 plus red condition by PCGS and proven by CAC. Beautiful light rose surfaces are fully frosted and finished with razor-sharp striking detail and virtually pristine surfaces. FS1502 is a perennially popular repunched mint mark variety from the premier year of the Lincoln Scent series. It was sold for $4,200 in 2023. Number 9. This is 1942 S Mercury dime in MS68 condition with star and full bands designations. A vividly toned and highly attractive piece, a blush of pale mauve in the center of the reverse interrupts otherwise dominant cobalt blue iridescence. Intensely lustrous with outstanding surface preservation, it was sold for $6,000 in 2023. Number 8. Here is 1937 Lincoln Scent in PR67 red condition. This exceptional superb gem proof is alive with fire orange red color on deeply mirrored surfaces. The eye appeal is nothing shy of magnificent, and the surfaces reveal no blemishes or marks. One of just 9,320 proofs of the date struck in the second year of proof coinage after hiatus in such production that occurred from 1917 to 1935. It was sold for $6,600 in June 2023. Number 7, 1925 D Lincoln Scent in MS65 Plus red condition. The 1909 VDB Lincoln Scent is often called the king of Lincoln Scents. However, Despite being abundant in low grades, the 1925D is far scarcer in full red gem. Most mint-state examples either have mushy strikes, browning, or spots, making this piece, which features none of those drawbacks, a remarkable survivor. With brilliant rose-red surfaces and exceptional strike for this usually weak issue, it is an extraordinarily attractive coin fit for top-notch collection of Linklands. It was sold for $7,200. Number 6, 1942 Washington quarter dollar in PR68 condition, attractively toned CAC proven specimen. The brilliant centers of this gem-proof quarter are surrounded by concentric halos of crimson, blue, and sea green, elliptical in nature on the obverse and perfect circles on the reverse. It was sold for $8,225. Number 5, 1983 Lincoln Scent struck on a copper planchet. Only handful are known of these rare wrong planchet errors. Graded as AU58 by PCGS. With 95% copper, 5% zinc, and weighing 3.1 grams. This planchet error is similar in nature to the 1943 copper scents and occurred in precisely the same manner. The US Mint has transitioned to using zinc-coated steel planchets for Lincoln scents in 1982 to reduce production costs and prevent the widespread hoarding of copper scents. However, a few copper planchets from the previous year were left in a production mix and were fed into coin presses in 1983. These copper planchets became mixed with zinc-coated steel planchets and resulted in some Lincoln scents being struck on the wrong planchet. This rare error coin ended up selling for $11,750. Number 4, 1913 Lincoln penny. In MS67 red condition, pale copper pink surfaces prevail on this bright, yet slightly satiny superb gem, while an area at the upper right reverse has a richer peach hue. The detail is crisp, and while minor carbon is noted at the left of worst rim and the lower reverse, the all-around eye appeal remains excellent. It was sold for $16,100. Number 3, this is 1964 Kennedy half dollar in PR68, ultra cameo condition, highly sought after accented hair variety. The 1964 accented hair variety is actually a subtype of initial Kennedy half dollar issue of 1964. This issue, with its bold part in President Kennedy's hair, is seldom found with black and white contrast, and it is highly elusive in PR68 ultra cameo. This superb gem is fully brilliant, with frosty silver devices and deeply mirrored fields. It was sold for $19,975. Number 2, 1916D Mercury dime in MS65 condition. This example of the key date 1916D dime offers remarkable gem uncirculated quality. Lovely surfaces are dusted with iridescent champagne pink toning that's so light that the coin looks nearly brilliant. The strike is sharp, and were it not for a tiny, ill-placed vertical mark over the central crossbands of the facets, PCGS would likely have included a full bands designation as part of a grade. Smooth overall and highly appealing, this gem ended up selling for $28,800 in spring 2023. Number 1, 1932D Washington Quarter in MS65 plus condition. The 1932D Washington Quarter is a key date coin in the series and is highly sought after by collectors. It was minted at the Denver Mint in 1932 and is considered the second rarest date in Washington Quarter series after 1932S. The plus designation suggests that the coin is of exceptional quality for its assigned grade. Additionally, the CAC label indicates that the coin has been verified and approved by a Certified Acceptance Corporation, an independent company that evaluates PCGS and NGC graded coins for quality and originality. CAC approval adds to the coin's desirability and market value. This gem ended up selling for $29,250 with buyer's fee in 2023. Thank you for joining us today on this fascinating journey through the extremely rare coin. To our channel, today we have an exciting topic for all you coin enthusiasts out there. We'll show you several rare coins that you should definitely avoid spending, so hit subscribe and bell buttons below this video. Let's get rolling. Number 6. 1953's Roosevelt dime with full bands. Dimes in mint-state 68 condition are considered to be near-perfect examples with very noticeable flaws or imperfections. These high-grade coins are highly sought after by collectors and can command a significant premium over lower-grade specimens, especially those with full bands. As for the toning, it's important to note that the toning is a natural process that occurs over time as coin reacts to its environment. The metal composition of a coin can undergo chemical reaction with substances such as air and moisture, leading to a toning or discoloration. Toning is often seen as an attractive feature by some collectors, as it can give a coin unique and aesthetically pleasing colors and patterns. The toning on a 1953's Roosevelt dime MS-68 can vary depending on specific coin and its exposure to different environmental factors. Toning can range from light, subtle hues to vibrant, eye-catching colors. This gem ended up selling for $2,160. Number 5. Here is 1952 D Jefferson nickel in MS-67 condition with full steps designation. Rings of blue, green, yellow, and rose-violet toning surround untoned centers. There are predictably few marks, and the impression is razor sharp. We note 2 specks of aqua residue on the obverse, one in front of the forehead and other below the star between Liberty and the date. It was sold for $8,400. Number 4. 1941 quarter dollar in MS-68 condition. Only a handful 1941 quarters are known in MS-68 grade. PCG's population is comprised of 4 specimens with only one finer. Deep reddish brown, orange and gold peripheral toning sees to intensely lustrous yet subtly frosted silver centers, while the design features are tad short of a full strike. Most of Washington's hair and eagle's breast feathers are well defined. Both sides are immaculately preserved. It was sold for $18,800. Number 3. This is 1932 D Lincoln Scent in MS-67 plus red condition. Luminous copper-orange surfaces exhibit rose and reddish accents that heighten the visual appeal substantially. Both sides are effectively flawless and awash in shimmering satin mint luster, well struck with single carbon speck in the right obverse field. A monumental opportunity for dedicated Lincoln Scent collectors, it was sold for $25,200 in 2021. Number 2. This is vividly rainbow-toned 1942 Walking Liberty $1, graded as PR68 by PCGS, an elusive CEC-endorsed PR68 example of the final year-proof Walking Liberty $1. Each side is beautifully